Good morning. This is Lisa Schmid with the Stamper Studio. Welcome to Saturday in the Studio. Stamp, honestly, to show you a charming sentiment set. That's called Charming Sentiments. It really is very cool. I hope you have had a great week. Wow, it is. It was a beautiful week here, and yesterday I got to hug a llama. How many people get to say that? We had llamas come to our school, come to our grade, and it was just so fun to walk and then hug a llama. So anyway, hug a llama today if you can. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So like I said, our stamp set is called Charming Sentiments, and this stamp set was made by a $1 million achiever, Lisa Crucio. And are you going to come down? Sure. Thanks. So I'm like showing it here. Here we go. Charming Sentiments, and there are tons. Hi, Rebecca. Wow, from London. Nice. There are tons of awesome sentiments with amazing fonts here. So we've got thank you, everything will be okay. And I like the way these two go together. Faith over fear, everything will be okay. Beyond grateful, woohoo! Hey there, super fantastic mega news. Wishing you the happiest birthdays. So tiny, so precious. Congratulations. Wishing you everything wonderful because you totally deserve it. And what's new? I think these two go well together. You see the font is the same there. So wishing you the happiest of birthdays because you totally deserve it. And
morning, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Hey there, what's new? So you look for the fonts that are kind of similar. And good luck. Not that you need it, just for you. Anyway, lots of babies are a blessing. Really cute, cute phrases. And again, the babies and the so tiny go together. So when I first opened this, there's a lot of sentiments in here. So I want to show you something. I have a lot of things to show you. So there are a ton of sentiments, and they come with dies. And so I was trying to think, how am I going to organize this so I can find the dies? Well, first off, here are all the sentiments. And see if you, hi Cheryl, see if you can figure out how I organize these. I'll just give you 2 seconds there. I know you probably can't even respond that quickly, but I organize them in alphabetical order because then I can find what I'm looking for. Okay, so these are alphabetical. Then I actually took the dies and a thinner piece of paper here and organized these the same way. Sorry, I thought this was brilliant. I was looking at all these dies thinking, oh my goodness, and I don't want to take the time every time I want one to take a die and be like, okay, is it this one, this one, this one? So I just thought this was a really good idea to organize them. Obviously they're flipped over, so they're backwards, but that's fine. I can still kind of see. And then this is my key to go. This is my key to see what matches. Where is it? So if this is the one I want, there it is. And now that I actually played with them a little bit more and put them in some kind of order, now I can find them quicker as well. The other thing, so here's these dies. The other dies that come with this set. Isn't that great? What do you think? Good idea? Yeah. Yeah. As I was trying to figure it out, I'm like, this needs a system here. And I love systems. The other dies that come with it are these fun little dies. Look at that. The heart. And then there's a heart with a heart inside. That's one die. The star with a star inside. We've got the cute candle, so you can put a color behind, or you could just use a solid. There's the little flame, which Dave just took to cut because I didn't like what I made, so he's going to redo it. At first I thought this was a butterfly, but then as I cut it out, I think it's a bow. What do you guys think? I think it's probably a bow. And then we've got this cute little, this little die that cuts out like the flame or the, what do you call that? The stuff of the flame to make it shine. And thank you. And there's my little die. That's totally the one you would lose, right? So to make the little flame going. And then there's this little wand, if you want to call it that, which I thought that could be here if you put all the way around something with a sparkler, or you put these all the way around it. These look kind of fun. This could be a shooting star. I mean, lots of possibilities. And then we've got these cute little dots that when you die cut them, they cut out the little circles. So really, really a lot a whole lot in this set. And I told Dave, if somebody wanted me to make this for him, I'd charge him the same amount as a stamp set and dies. It just took some time, but now I feel like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to use it. So let me show you a card I made. I wanted to use these that I made first, and then I will stamp one.
I think if anyone orders this bundle, what we can do is send them a picture of what you did, and then they can make their own.
Oh yeah, that's a great, that I can do. That's a great idea. So if you order the bundle, yes, we'll take a photo of it. That's a great idea. So here's a card I made, and what he was just cutting out is I didn't really like I used a shimmery white for the candle flame, and I was like, you can't really see it. So but let me tell you what I did on this one once I get my little flame on there, get it going the right direction. And I'm going to pop it on there. I think that's better, much better. Okay, so look at that. I'm happier with that. So I die cut out the candle, put this candle in front of it, put the flame. Here I used our dies that are our new dies here, the stylish shape dies. I am in love with these. I love things that layer. I love things that have I don't know, it's just easy for me to see what I have. So I die cut out this little square, and then I thought, oh, well, let's make a little window. So I made a window with the In Color Parakeet Party Designer Series paper and just stuck some Tahitian tide behind it. And then just put a couple stars on and stamped on the banner. I don't know, what do you think? I think it's kind of fun. I put gold behind there. Could be yellow, could be any color. But so that's one way to use these extra pieces. Okay. I think Dave has an announcement for you, and then I'm going to go ahead and actually stamp a card for you.
Sure. Just want to remind you that coming up we have Stamp Club, which is our live event held monthly here in the studio. It's coming up on May 26th. You need to register by May 23rd.
That's this Thursday.
That's
this Thursday.
This coming up Thursday.
What? Like May is flying by.
Tuesday.
Anyway, go ahead.
So register by May 23rd at thestamperstudio.com. And just a reminder, when you register, you will get, sorry, I have too many screens open here.
You'll register.
When you register, it costs $10 to register, but that gets applied immediately towards your $30 order. So you get that right back. It's just $10 to hold your spot. But do that by the 23rd so you can join us on the 26th.
Sounds good. Thanks, Dave. I love your idea about this. So let's set that aside. And so then I was thinking, well, these are wonderful. Now, how am I going to use it, right? So I am really into letting our Designer Series paper shine. We have some gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Designer Series paper. So I'm going to use this Awash. Yep, Awash and Beauty. That's what I thought it was. I just wanted to double check. This paper is stunning. And I did make a card the other day live for you using this one right here. You might have seen that. And this time I'm going to use this one. Look how pretty it is. Oh, it is just gorgeous. So I'm going to start with Balmy Blue and just our standard half sheet there. And I'm going to use So Saffron because when I look at this paper, that's kind of two colors that pop out. And remember, you can always look at the back right here of the Designer Series paper, and it will tell you what colors are in it. And I'm going to have a little discussion about this in a little bit because it says there is Merry Merlot, and Polished Pink. So we're going to talk about those in a second when we go to put a sentiment on here. So pretty simple, quick card that we're going to make, which are good things sometimes. Particularly I find at this time of year, I'm busy. Where are you joining us from? Make sure you put that in the chat there. We'd love to know where you're coming from.
Diane says it's only 39 degrees in Crosby.
Well, that's too cold. All right, we'll go ahead and stick this on here. So, of course, you probably know this, but this is a half sheet, and then you just go in a quarter and in a quarter. So every time you go in a quarter, you get these nice borders. All right, and then we are going to, I just cut a little piece. I was trying to decide on ribbon, and I don't have any ribbon this particular color. So I thought, well, let's just use a little scrap of paper. And I'm going to trim it just a little bit so it goes to the edge of the Designer Series paper. I think I was just debating between going to the edge of the So Saffron or the designer, and I kind of went right in the middle. Clearly, one of those couldn't decide, so I didn't decide.
Welcome, Chris. Melinda, that's fun that today you have sunny. I know the other day we were having a beautiful day and the rain had come to you.
So yes, so sorry about that.
For you.
Good. All right, and then I'm going to die cut out just one of these to mat our fun, or to put our fun words on. Okay, so I'm going to use this, just die cut out. I love the detail of the stitching, and I think I will just put it flat down. I was thinking, should I pop it up? No, we'll put it flat down because I'm going to show you the words. So on this, I chose this circle because I wanted to use this wishing you everything wonderful because it's a nice big stamp. So let's go ahead and stamp that. We're going to stamp it. And if you're wondering why these are all pink, because I made these all in the Sweet Sorbet. Now they are all cleaned, but when you use photopolymer, it is going to hold some of the color, but it's completely clean.
Okay.
So let's go ahead, and of course I'm going to use my mat, which woohoo, this year is in the catalog. My foam mat, because when you use photopolymer, that's always a good thing to do. Okay, here's where my decision came in, or my decision making, where we need your help, is so when we look at this color, remember I said there's balmy blue. Okay, there is, there actually was polished pink. I chose Melon Mambo, a little darker, and then there's the Merlot. And so I'm going to stamp these, and I'll show you. We can decide which one do you think would go best with this particular card.
Merlot.
Okay, Dave says Merlot. So I'm gonna. There's the balmy blue. Okay, it's kind of light, right? And then clean that off, and we'll use the Merlot. I thought the Merlot at first too, but we'll see what you think. Let's move that up a little bit. I also thought the Merlot, but I feel like the Merlot almost looks a little brown. Anyway, so, and then we'll stamp one more, and, oh, Merlot. Patty says Merlot. Hi, Chris from Montgomery. And so, and then trying the darker pink. I did use polished pink, and then I thought, oh, maybe a little darker with Melon Mambo. Okay, so here's our three colors. Let me grab our die. There is one thing with these dies that I have not seen with Stampin' Up! Before. These are closer to the image than I've ever seen before. They're super, super close. So let's look at the Merlot, for example, and I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. They fit right to the edge of the die, which is great. It's also a little bit easier to have too much of a border. There we go. Perfect. So you have to make sure you get that little tail of the G in. I mean, it's still going to come out beautiful. So I did go ahead and die cut out all three, so then we can really decide. So Merlot is nice and dark. Yeah, maybe the Merlot does look good, huh? The blue, or the
polished pink.
Well, I used Melon Mambo, but yes. And then the blue. Blue is too light, so we'll go. What do you think? Go with the Merlot?
I like the Merlot.
All right. Dave likes the Merlot, so that's what we're going to do. So I have started using, you can tell I stamped it there and thought didn't look clean enough. I have started using my Take Your Pick to put on our dimensionals. And I feel like I've become like this, like master. Sometimes that comes off ahead of time, which is fine, at pulling them off, because I used to pick them up with my hands, but now I just pick it off with that, and it comes off so quickly and easily. All right.
We're now having votes for Melon Mambo, but
lovely. Well, Melon Mambo, pink. The Merlot looks a little brown to me. I don't know we could do whatever. We got to stick that right on top. Doesn't matter. So, well, what do we think? Going to go with this or Merlot? Because I'll just lay this right on top.
I think leave it with Merlot.
Leave it with Merlot. Okay. Of course, I thought the pink, but that's okay. We'll leave it. The other thing I want to do is I wanted to use a balmy blue ribbon, but I didn't have any. Did you know you can color the ribbon? So this is the crinkled, what's it called? Crinkled white, crinkled white ribbon, and you can just take your Stampin' Blend marker and literally just color it. I don't know if you knew you could do that. You just run it along and it dries very quickly. So let me go ahead and cut that and we'll do something with it. Something. So you can always make an additional ribbon. Here, so if I run that through my fingers, you see there's no ink there. I pushed a little harder because I felt like I was being a little tentative. And I did this piece last night, so it did hold the color quite nicely. I'm going to make a bow. Let's see if we can find a place to put it. Not sure, but I want something a little, whether you're going to put on some embellishment. I want something that looks kind of pretty, or I could just make a knot, but I'm going with a bow. And I was thinking over on one of the sides, I want it a little smaller. Should have just used my bow maker, huh? There we go. All right, I think that's probably a good size. And I'm going to trim these a little bit. I don't want it on the top. That's a little too centered. So I think I'm just going to stick it over on this side a little bit like that. What do you think?
That's good.
Yes? Okay. And I still don't have glue dots over here, love. I'm not sure why. I think because I used them for something else. So I'm just going to stick a little adhesive on there. All right. And there we go. Or, there we go. How's that? We can do either one. Either one. It just looks really pretty. Yeah. So that is just a simple card. I really want to let this, our designer series paper just shine. It is beautiful. And so just wanted to let that shine. I did make a card the other night using, I don't remember what I did actually. I used something with this and I told you I would explore it more. So that's what I did today, is exploring this stamp set some more. Couple things. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Catalog, please, please, please let me know. It is not just a catalog. It is an idea book. And let me, can I show you something? Actually, I'm going to, because I have the camera. I want to show you. So I'm going to look up Charming Sentiments. And this is my first stop for finding what to do with things that I bought and think, oh my gosh, it's so cute, have to have it. And then sometimes I'm like, I don't really know what to do with it. My first stop is to go to the catalog. So does that look familiar? Okay. So I just took the idea from there. I'm like, okay, well, I can take that and change it a little bit. What? What'd you say? Okay, don't do that. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Okay, you're killing me. So just to take the idea there and then just change it a little bit is often what I do. So if you don't have one of these, let me know. I would love to send one to you. Please remember that this catalog, our JJ22, is just about done. June. Oh, guess we're not even in June yet, so we still have some time. Yeah, still have some time for that. So let me know. And then don't forget the wonderful In Color special right now. If you join by May 31st, you can join my team. You want to come on back up to me, Dave? Oh, I'm like, he wasn't moving. I was like, hello. If you want to join my team, I would love to have you. With the In Color special right now, you do get $66, more than $66 of free product, plus your $125 that you get to choose. So anything you want for only $99, plus free shipping. So we meet monthly, sometimes virtually, sometimes in person. So whether you're here, near, or far, it does not matter, because I would love to have you on my team. If you make anything, share it in the comments. We'd love to see what you're stamping. And other than that, is there anything else, Dave? I always have to ask him because his brain is more linear and mine's more like woo, 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 all over the place. Shocker, right? All right, you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Happy stamping.